I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. No turning back, no turning back. I have decided to follow Jesus. I have decided to follow Jesus. I hope mwacha kuchechi mubushiko bwa lelo. I went to church today, and the preacher was very good. He really did a good job. The priest gave a very wonderful homily, which was about but social media. Social media not quite over social media. These days, when you just open, what you see is just crap. No. This is just too much. Too much. No, man. Tolayangala mu social media. Not ala Muzambia muri ulupato. Ala muri ulupato Muzambia mwe bantu. We can't develop like this. Oh, by the way, I'm trying to go live on YouTube because now I am upping my game. I am even going live on YouTube. I'm even going live on YouTube, so that's what I'm trying to do here. That's what I'm trying to do here. Go live on YouTube. Here we are, all together as we sing our song. We'll always be. Yeah, there we are. We are live on YouTube. You should also follow me on YouTube. And naikosa hapa tuli serious first tulike konaka punako huku side huku phone ija ilikwi tube ready in case ngatwaisho tuma phone call firafine tuli ready mkwa so kuchawa makulishani can we make sure that chawama is okay? So these days if these days when I see a minister or whoever aliranda na abantu ndemo nafe kwa tali kuchawama, so ndewa disappointed nganasanga ati muntu aliranda na abantu tali kuchawama. Everyone go to chawama umuntu pamuntu by UPND. Let us go to chawama. Let us make sure that we secure that seat. People in chawama ubuteko tukwete new PND. Party tukwete for now new PND. Party tukwete eilondolwe kefye. Yes, we are in a plural democracy. We need other political parties. But this by-election, Kuchawama, let us make sure that we resoundingly vote for UPND. By-election yakwati muloleshe candidate at yo bushe candidate nani bushe finshinka chita no. This by-election is about instilling confidence in the leadership of President Hakainde Hichilema and UPND. This is what this election is about. Because as soon as, the elections are done, then, this member of parliament will not do much. He will not do much. He will not do much. When parliament is adjourned next, when parliament will be opening, it won't even take long. I mean, we'll be going into election campaigns. So I am earnestly encouraging abantu bakuchawama to say, please, let's vote for UPND. We pose nshita ukolesha kuti ba PF and whatever. For now, let us just give confidence to UPND. Let us give confidence to President Hakainde Hichilema. Let us give them confidence. And I'm happy that, yesterday I spoke about Kalimanshi, and I managed to speak to Kalimanshi. We had a good conversation. We had a good conversation now Kalimanshi. Kalimanshi Muntwandi, I am very grateful that you accorded me an opportunity to speak to you. You are my brother, and you are a very mature man. You are a very mature man. Even the discussion that you are very progressive. Very, very progressive. Very progressive. Abantu abengi, mumona kwati Kalimanshi mumwena vyati, Kalimanshi wafyongo, shani, kadarism, epo mumuvika fe Kalimanshi. But no, Kalimanshi is a very responsible person. Kalimanshi is a family man. Kalimanshi is a politician. Never kumiewe chinga. Kalimanshi ni politician ulia. Ni politician wakosa, maka. Lekeni miewe, Kalimanshi, opo mwasanga Kalimanshi. Kalimanshi tamwaka musangeka. Kalimanshi tamwaka musangeka. Kalimanshi ala shingurukwana. Abantu wala mshinguluka. Ala shingurukwa na abantu. Abantu wala mshinguluka. Opo ali Kalimanshi pala abantu. Number one, for people to be following you, for you to have the crowds that Kalimanshi commands. That is leadership in itself. That is politics in itself. Some of you fail to even just manage your own families. Some of you, criticize. Some of you can't even manage your own family. You can't even manage your own wife. You can't manage your own wife, so you can't. Number, people like Kalimanshi, they don't just manage their own families. People like Kalimanshi, they manage a lot of people. You should ask yourself, what gives Kalimanshi the capacity, the skill, to be surrounded by so many people? What gives Kalimanshi that? Pakwata abantu bale mkunga. Elo Kalimanshi muchawama. Kalimanshi muchawama. Bali mutemwa. I know. But some of us mwali mpata Kalimanshi. Mwona uyu. Shan. Kalimanshi has got influence muchawama. Muna nkani mu ghetto life yali pusana na life ya mumbi maka blonga na kuisa yali pusana yele atusungu yali pusana mulya munanika ne mu ghetto tulasungana uli omuntu usunga abantu ulya. He is liked by the people. Efi abakalimanshi Kalimanshi muchawama kulia kusaida nditecha wamafe. Kalimanshi ale ingira ngfeni kukanyama kulianga mwaba ingira Kalimanshi mukanyama muti. Ale ingira kati Kalimanshi. Mwise kuisa. Umumana nikadi mulamu no mwa abantu abengi. You will find that people like Abena Kalimanshi, they know even how to engage. Mwebengi mweba pa social media, mweba savaida. Shan tusungu. Teti tumitume bona nikane muchawama mwe mchite campaign. Teti tumitume kukanyama muye muchite campaign nangu, kwa George, kwa Mrs. muye muchite campaign 30. Muye muchite campaign 30. People like Kalimanshi evene vamishishindira ndapo akwati nga vaingira bali shwefya kulanda, bali shwefo vaikana abantu, bali shwefo ingasunga abantu. So ichi chintu ichi mupose kosana amano makamaka ba UPND ine, I'm telling you kwa Kalimanshi muleteni apepi na chilanda na nko bwino sana, and the conversation yesu yachiwa bwino. It's not about I mean, I cannot start coming here ndambe fya kula disclose yo achilande fi ero na lande fi te leadership yo leadership nga mwalanda kufu mwalanda kumbali kulanda fya pwira popene ngolelanda kubantu filo wabeshipsha umuntu achilanda nango so imepo ndefo kumyebo kwati twachilanda bwino sana na Kalimanshi twachipisha musha ninge and really I'm telling you by UPND you need Kalimanshi. And naimwe wamona kwati Kalimanshi yo akaleta kadarism yo shawa shani Kalimanshi tetarete kadarism fimwe fintu ifi efyo bachita abantu aba mu compound teko bachefo balefwaya fimwe fintu ifi. Some of these things they are influenced by the leaders on top. Abantu bamumishi baba bomfyafye because okay, for example mwaeba yo Kalimanshi ala leta kadarism ala leta fyongo ngatakulia my elections munomfapo ati Kalimanshi auma abantu munomfapo ati chawa munomfapo ifya ifyo takuli nefya kwa ati not even assault tamwa konfwepo ati yo Kalimanshi achumo ato muntu ikofi tamwa konfwepo no manga kulia my elections ero ba mwine baleba ati yo kawlopule ni Tayali efileta kadarism ke bantu ba mu compound baleta kadarism na violence ni balaba pamuru bafunye ndalama kabieni kawlopule ni Tayali ero nabena abantu balakairi balefwe ndalama bali mu buchushi. What happens vala konka filafini pantu tabakwete ndalama, they are just used as tools of violence. Violence is not perpetrated or initiated by the people in the compound. No. Ina kudia mu compound. Na fyalirwe mu compound, Pazambia compound kutwapya. Pazambia compound kutwapya. Kwa mwenye eko na fyalirwe ine. Eko na fyalirwe. Na isa shuka kona isa akokudi watata kuja na tampa kwa kazi skuru na isa na tampire paka nsenshi. Grade 2, grade 3, grade 4 na liwekera ku compound. Na nisa mbila pa madando pale. Mu compound ndefu mapamwenye ndefu kuma dando primary school. Eko na nisa mbila. Na kula mu compound. Imishanga na reshe, imishanga na rishapo, imishanga maba. Shani, So mcompound twalikatana. Abantu wa mcompound balikatana. Abantu wa mcompound, they don't just wake up and start fighting. It is those who have got the means who come and use the people in the compounds as tools of violence. Not that our mcompound the people who have got capacity, the people with money, they are the ones that bring money so that, we start fighting each other. So, if in this instance, Hakainde Hichilema, we need to appreciate him. Because Hakainde Hichilema has clearly declared no violence, has clearly declared no kadarism. And you can clearly see how UPND has been consistent on this. UPND have frowned upon kadarism, have frowned upon violence, even when they are in power. They have frowned upon it. We saw that there were some leaders in UPND who wanted to perpetuate violence, who wanted to perpetuate kadarism. Hakainde Hichilema has been resolved on this. He has stood and he has maintained that I will not tolerate violence. I will not tolerate Kadarism. And no matter what you say about Hakainde Hichilema, this one point, you must give it to him. This point, you must give it to him. Because even in the instances, look at it, for example, an instance yakwa given Lubinda. Look at it, instance yakwa given Lubinda. People were arrested. People were arrested. Look at the incidents ya PF Secretariat. People were arrested. Wherever we have seen some spurt of violence, political violence, we have always heard a statement coming out to say some people were arrested. So this is good. So I'm talking about leadership. So the leadership has taken this direction. And indeed, this direction is actually working. And therefore, you cannot say, no, ngamwaleta Kalimanshi, akaleta violence. Ngamwaleta Kalimanshi, akaleta Kadarism. Because the leadership itself has pronounced itself like that. And Kalimanshi by nature is not that Kalimanshi is a violent person. Because if he was a violent person, if he's a person that beats people and whatever, apata kuja my election shan Kalimanshi alizi alizi kulizi takunefya kwa chan tamunfu hapo violence nomba ngabala lipamulu bale batuma abantu. That's when things go bad. Kalimanshi is a leader. Kalimanshi is a politician. By UPND na mpapata, I'm very sure I just asked yesterday for phone number ya kwa Kalimanshi. And in no time, I had the phone number of Kalimanshi. In no time, I spoke to him. That is something that you should also give me, because you should be effective. You should be effective. So, tapari wingalanda, mwewa limuna nikani, mwewa UPND. Techimunje wakwati yota mkwete, you are failing to find the number ya kwa Kalimanshi. You should be able to find the number ya kwa Kalimanshi and be able to engage him and work with him. We need all of us. We need all of us. UPND, makamaka mwabadima structures, ndemi papata. Let us foster national unity. Let us foster national unity. Mwabadima structures mu UPND, mwebati, wawe, wite cheseko, wawe, wite tuombe nankwe, wite tuombe nankwe. Even mwabadimuna nikane, mwabadimu government. Let us not fight each other. Now no. Let us foster national unity. Let us foster national unity. Our country is so divided. There is so much bitterness. There is so much hatred. A country that is divided, a country that is so divided cannot develop. If we want to develop our country, we need to look at unity. We need to look at patriotism. These are very important issues. I'm telling you, these are very, very important issues. We need to unite. We will never develop, believe you me. We will never develop as long as we are divided, as long as we are fighting each other. We will never develop. We will always be wallowing in poverty. We will always be behind if we are busy fighting each other. I mean, even me, I've been fighting. But you know, there comes a time when you realize, this is not the right direction. This is not the right direction. You know, I'm telling you, this is not the right direction. I have realized it's not that you're tired because ulimwegzao chabana shani. Mweba mufu mulela wafya kwebati. Much as I'm here in exile, I can still choose the path that others are choosing. I can still choose that path. I can still choose that path. I am not lacking people to sponsor me if I decide to go that route of, fighting. No, they are there. There are people who are desperate, to to dislodge President Hakainde Hichilema. They are there. They are there. Na ishireshani kuno. Na isa ingireshani kuno. How did I find myself here? How did I find myself here? Mwilala, how did I find myself here? How did I find myself in the first place? And I can tell you, the time that I was dislodged, that I was fighting against Hakainde Hichilema, I had more people helping or sponsoring me. That's a fact. I had more people. By UPND, I mean, there are very few people that I talk to in UPND. Very few. Very few. But the other side, he in a campi, avena lungu and whatever. They are there. And those people, they are backstop. They are backstop. Now, ever since I tend away from them. I mean, they have cut their sponsorship. Of course, it is inevitable. It is inevitable. You can't expect that people will continue. No, they can't, because you are not fighting for the agenda. That is why you are seeing some of these people on social media. They are busy, and some of them, they are even. You can see that they are developing. You can see that they are developing. Since they are busy every day when an issue, government, whatever. If you look at them, when they started, no poverty, they are developing. They are developing. I think I'm talking about national unity. So, naramishamu. But namumona. Nganiwa gero wa mwaba. But namamba novika ko makeup. Before tabala iso na nikane, tabala iso na social media, bavika kona makeup. Before, bamwaba kashana, badamu beshiba. Bamwaba kashana. Ngaisa pa social media, bale moneka kwa chishimu. Chishimu ichala mba, tabala wamya no kuwamya. No mbubu watampiro kusupporta katwishinga niwa nani kane bachanyuko bananyuko. You can even seek a development. Na bamba no kumoneka kubwino nomba. Nenkanda ile moneka wino. Nganimba ni abana nkane bale bika kona finance kana chali fi wigi. Na bashita kona nama wigi. Ngabale landa bachita kona fi. Hakainde Hichilema. Ati. Sad. Fi wigi. Why? Shiref mabwize ndalama. Ile waishi pa social media tabango tefuma wigi file. Ngabafula fi wigi fela mnika kwati masaka. Kwati chilisaka bigire ku muntu omuntu. Nomba pa batampo ku support banani uko. Hao nomba kuri. So what I'm telling you is that there are people who are readily available to sponsor people that are opposing Hakainde Hichilema. So temusango wako wati yu tayari alefu kuwela. Trust me, it is out of patriotism. It is out of patriotism that I've made this decision that no, look, we need to build the country. It is out of patriotism that I want to come back home. Life, yes, kuno ya recover and whatever, but you can find your way. How many people sell properties? They sell properties to go out. They sell properties to go out. If I really want just to change my life, inena like karakuno, I can actually do that. And start, throwing missiles at President Hakainde Hichilema's government. I can do that. But no, I am looking at, our country. I am a patriot. So, please, let's embrace this attitude of national unity. Okatwafumoku, Hakainde Hichilema was labeled a very bad leader. Leader wako so mtima, leader wisana, leader a dictator. But surely, even nopo mwikere na wabe nebade chitantu anikani, abale moneka shani uko. If you ask them to run through the dictatorship of Hakainde Hichilema, bale firwa. Genuinely, The dictatorship, the bad-heartedness of Hakainde Hichilema, it is only in their imaginations. It is only speculative. They can't concretely put a finger on that dictatorship. Now, I challenge you because this is why I open phone lines. And I know I'm not being listened to by people only who are supporting Hakainde Hichilema. I know. I'm over Honorable Achan. You might say, you might say, you 4 o'clock. You now, you, not you. Pari comment na chiverenga, nombala sangeshi na lipo, ilishi na likaya. Evantu ndefu ayava. Iwe mwache we ndefu aya, iwe kufyalo iwe. Iwe uli kufyalo iwe. But anyway, naraisula phone. Naraisula phone. How mwache teka nyako we ule post if ya posta. Mwache. Awe. Let's build our country. Kuno kusuma kuno kuntu kuno. Kufyalo kuno kusuma. That's a fact. Kusuma. But look, tufilata wa patriotic. Ketuika lafati yo pantu kuno. Ama right taya. Yo pantu kuno. Inchiteko shaba. Pantu kuno. Chabana shani. Tufilata ya kunyesu. And go and build our country. We should go and build our country. And the people like you, young man, you are winning. Now you we should go back to our country and build our country. Let us not just stay here, whatever. And this goes even to the people, to other people in diaspora. To other people in diaspora. We cannot keep on priding in living in other countries, enjoying the good life that these countries are offering. You know, we are Zambians. Zambia. We need to go back and build our country. We need to go back and build our country. We need to be positive about our country. We need to be positive about our country. And President Hakainde Hichilema, at least from my perspective, now I should have my phone lines. Because, you know, I know about you PND vale umfwa. So when I open my phone lines, munande pochawe apata pali wino, so that, you know, we can read of those bad things that are failing to unite us. Oh no, but okay, Tayali, come back, ID. If you are whatever, come back. I've said it severally here. That the government of Hakainde Hichilema, because the government of Hakainde Hichilema, they have told me, come back. In no uncertain terms. And this, we have not discussed, not once. We have discussed a number of times. 3 times, I can even be very specific. 3 times. The first time, it is the time when I was sick. I received a phone call. When I was sick, I received a phone call from government. I received a phone call when I was sick. You are sick. We want to help you. Can you come back home so that we help you from here? I couldn't because I was very sick. I told them, no, I'm very sick at the moment. Can we give you whatever help? I can't receive help at the moment. I'm an asylum seeker. And as an asylum seeker, I cannot receive help from government. If I receive help from government, my asylum status is compromised. I'm disclosing to you. They wanted to help me. I told them, no, you can't. At the moment, because, after all, my bills at that moment were sorted by by my host. My bills were sorted by my host. Because if you remember, there was a time when I came on social media and I told you to say, I mean, I need so much money, about 60,000 ringgit, 60,000 ringgit. You know, it is quite a lot of money. You know, I said that. And then the next day, I went to the hospital and I stopped talking about the money because my host came in and foot that bill. Then the next time, after Nafmama Hospital, after some time, I had a conversation again with the people in government. I cannot mention at Wakutu, we don't operate like that. But I can tell you that again, I received a phone call. Come back. Now, at that moment, there were other processes which were going on. And those processes were that, you know, my host were organizing my wife to come here, my family to come. Now, you cannot tuamoneka irresponsible. Baleko bati, baleko rusho kwacho, banankane mwewese, abakashumwewese, whatever. Elwa sabati, awe ndea kuntuanikane. Aktuwa kumona, uyu guys uyu, tawa serious. So I told them, no tapa. Recently again, I was told, Bwelaku Zambia. I said, first. And to be honest with you, I'm a politics. Ufile wa mwana eno for yarenda. Ufile wa mwana I'm a politics for yarenda. To be very honest with you. To be very honest with you. But again, I must also show appreciation to the people that have hosted me, the people that have looked after me. I must be appreciative. Take off that your pantu, banjita nomba, imona anomba, shanchan, muntuandi. Mailo kesa isafuti umbi, oa vipo mtima untuani kane, shanchani fiazanda, ukafiroko akuya. So nanguleya, ufile wa ya munchila iliyako bati, waya wino walaya abantu, walaya abantu, nalikuwa tuma contract kuno. Nalikuwa tuma contract. Na internet inde wonfyali van contract. Iyo ndeya, teku imefati ndeya, mfuile na saina wino, to say, I'm giving a notice, 2 months notice. 2 months notice, wawale mbilawe, internet ndeya, muke safe miefima gadget fienu, baisa bafumia, kirikiti. Rent munonjikala, nalikuwa tana in tenants agreement, na waya alikuwa tama conditions yaiko. So, didolea, ufile wale mba wino ka contract karanga wabikila to 1 year. So, ufile wa muntu. So, it is much for the respect of my host. I don't want just to, pantu nomba na wanta, kirikiti na longa mabagi na, Mfuile leo ndefu mapano, ifintu fionse fili wino, tualana, wino, shani, evo filo kuba. So that is the status. Mwema savaila. No, ukawele. Yes. Yes, it's true. Even the issue, because go Africa fie, ukakujere. They can maybe, ili ashirio, di ashiri yenu. Teli ashiri akwa haka inde ichile. Haka inde ichile mataka kwerere. Mwaishi washani, nilimbi haka inde ichile manarienda pona nkono kulanda. Mwaishi washani, how do you know? You don't know that. You don't know. Mwewa savaila. No, ukawele kaili. Ukawele. Ukafikira mjere. Maka nshimukwete. Iwe apoli. Wewe, ukafika mjere. Are you the complainant? Are you the complainant? Wafya nshina kwa tana iwe na ini. Pakwa tuika direfe. Nga wafika. Ukafikira kujere. Wafya nshinkwete nove. Wafyanshi echo unjebera yongo afiko kafikira kujeri ndekuipusha iwe na ine ubwafya ukweke palile wafyanshi bulipo pali iwe na ine iyo akainde ichilema mulekenya akainde ichilema tamwishi wakainde ichilema fondanda nango tamwishive and I will not be that foolish to come here and start saying awe bakainde bachinjebe fitawe no. That is not maturity. That is not maturity. That is not leadership. And you will never get that. You will never get that. You will never push me for me to start disclosing. I'll tell you like I've told you. That the issue of Fiamulan that yo tabaka kwelele, I'm telling you that 3 times I have been told, can we get you a ticket? Oh, by the way, I can even add how Inshalumble Imbi, because he palamina zana. But anyway, I can mention the embassy here have tried to be in touch. I can tell you that the embassy here have tried to be in touch, except that, you know, I still have to maintain the conditions of my my refugee status, if you like, or asylum status. I must have maintained that. So I've not engaged them directly, whatever. And of course, I've always been transparent to my host. But the issue, all I'm telling you, I'm saying all these things to clear you, those of you who say, no, Tayali, ngawabwela kuno, ukafikira mjele, ngawabwela ukafikira mjele. Iyo jelo landa po, yawa mumutu ove, iyo jelo landa po. Iyo jelo landa po, yawa mumutu ove. Uyawa mumutu ove, iyo jelo landa po. Ulangumfa po ma newspapers. Waliumfa po ma journalists wale mbati yo Tayali kesi yako Tayali lero ya chisa chachu fine waliumfa po nililali wamfuye po kesi ya ndiaisa ma newspaper wale ilemba nililali yo akanyama kama na mjele yo akainde chema tetakwelele ndekuipusha iyo kesi nkesa fikiro ya kujele ni kesi nshi muletekanya mwilawataila fye mumona kwati kuti mwantinya because imwecho mulandira fidya kuntinya muntinye ntine mupate yakainde ichilema. You speak like that, you continue injecting insulin of hatred in me. That is the issue. You want to inject insulin of hatred, a virus of hatred in me, so that mupate yakainde ichilema. Kwa hawa yakainde ichilema movie. But in therefore kumieva yakainde ichilema oyo mulela ndapo. Tamwa ishwa fo ndanda nanko. Tamwa ishwa efo tumfwana. And I will not come here to start saying, yeah, chatting and I will not be able to do that. All I can tell you is that yes, at the moment I will be here for the respect of the people that have hosted me. So that you don't kalaya and can defe wino that nefo ndea mkutselo na kunganda ndamieva kwa batu kuzambia inganda na lei kalamu ini. It's not there anymore. It's not there. It's not there. Avena mama neighbors what is happening in my house. They know. So I need to make sure that you don't there. Na bedi inshakwata bedi kuzambia. Nkesa fikirira pesa, nkesa fikira munganda mumove. Tayali ukabwele. When are you coming back? Ukesansungira bakashibandi n'abana bandi ngana Aisha iliyo nkesa Afrika ukesansunga pantine nshakwata n'enganda nomba Muzambia nshikwete na bedi nshakwata. So when I'm coming back, I must be able to prepare myself that ninkwata oponkaya lala. Ninkwata bedi oponkaya lala. Nkesa ikala kuisa, nkesa ikala munganda mumove. Awe, kamba nkesa ikala munganda mumove. Ukesa ndisha. I must work out all these things. That's why I am still here. And it's a process, when you leave home like that and you lose everything that you had. For you to go back, you must prepare yourself well. So I am preparing myself very well. And at the right time, I will come back. And this is part of the national unity that I'm talking about. We need to unite as a country. We need to be positive and start building our country. But we will not build our country if we are so negative. If we are so negative. If we are every day fighting a government, writing terrible things about our government, writing terrible things about the president. Even the countries where we are, these countries which are developed, they were not built in hatred, with hatred. No. No. There were policies that were put in place to unite the country. All the countries, you can mention whichever country, you will find that there are policies which unite people. There are policies which unite people. And in Zambia, we need policies which can unite us. We need policies which can unite us. This is going straight to Hakainde Hichilema and the UPND. We need policies, deliberate policies, which can unite us. All the countries, read the histories. I mean, one of the fastest countries to develop is Singapore, next door here. If you look at Singapore, when they started, you can see that there were policies of national unity. There were policies. Singapore, one of the things that they did, for example, is, to introduce English among all the Singaporeans. Now, in Singapore, you will find Indians who speak Tamarind. Then you will find Malays who speak Malayus who speak Malay. You will find Chinese who are speaking Chinese, and you will find other people speaking different languages. Singapore introduced a policy of using English for all of them. All of them. That is what they did, because they realized that, through language, there was division, there were barriers, and they wanted to break those barriers. In schools, they started teaching English. If you go to Singapore now, you can literally communicate with almost anyone, because most of them, they speak English. And yet some of them, they have got an origin of, Chinese. They are Chinese. But they insist on English. They insist on policies which favors, the Singaporeans. If you go again, which other country, if you go to Dubai, again, even there were policies which were focused on national unity. Even here where I am, there were policies which focused on national unity. Because national unity is number one. You can't develop, this one is pulling this way, the other one is pulling this way. The country can't develop. Whilst, Hakainde Hichilema is working very hard to develop the country, whilst Hakainde Hichilema is doing is doing everything possible to stockpile our reserves, and others are busy talking about no corruption. If you are mumu to just things from their heads. Things from their head. No, Zambia's economy is very bad. Zambia's economy is very bad. Based on what? Based on what? Zambia's economy is trying to recover from ICU. Zambia's economy is like Ngamulwele, is trying to, to stand up and walk around. But you are busy for social media writing all these negatives. And then, at the same time, you want people to invest in Zambia. You want people to invest in Zambia. How will people invest in Zambia when these days, when people want to go to anywhere, they go to social media? These days, not even urefu ayomu anakashi. Wakumanya gero pananikale, pamo. You meet a girl pamo. You propose girl, how are you? Can I have your number? Before she gives you your number, she goes on online. She asks your name. What's your name again? Potongana. Can you spell that? Kavi kam social media. Kamonefia isapo. Based on what she sees online, she can either give you a chance or not. This is the age that we are living in. Just to lefo afegelo, ala chitapanchishina lyobe. Hey. Okay, no, give me your number first. These days, you are smart. Give me your number. Wakapena number ako, true caller. True caller brings the name. Bring the name ako. Come to checking and tuanikani. Online. Who you are. Kuna yari kama mdara, ni mkwadi wama face, ama face whatever. Kukopafe, pa, kaivi kapana nikani, pa online. Fiance fiafuma. So, now, it's the same thing. This is on a personal level. But even on a national level, it's the same thing. When somebody wants to go to a country, they check on social media. Today I went in one of the pharmacies. And, you know, but ngana yavu kuli konse nomba utuba ichitura isafe kiti so utuba chitwa chintekesha bunanikane mu pharmacy twantekesha wafuma kuisa hivi nambo alafuma ku Zambia kokafuma kiti just what I'm telling you. I was in a pharmacy. Within a minute of me being there, they asked me where I'm from, and I told them I'm from Zambia. Immediately, within a minute, there was a girl behind, and she came. I said, "This is your country, you know." But is this the country? No, not Zimbabwe. Nakapela spelling yaman. You see? So, this is what is happening in this technological age. People are always checking, you know, online. And so these things that we post online, these are the things that come up. When you talk about AI is not, it's not that the computer is fabricating things. AI collects information which is punched in by the people on a particular subject. AI is simply a database of what has been said about a particular issue or object. That is what AI is. AI, if you ask AI, chilufya Tayali, what AI will write about chilufya Tayali is about what people have said about chilufya Tayali online. That is what it collects. It basically collects that and makes a summary and brings it to you. When you put Zambia on AI, it is basically what people have said about Zambia. That's what it will summarize and give as a result. When you type Hakainde Hichilema, it is what people have said about Hakainde Hichilema, which will be summarized. And when AI is making that summary, it does not choose who wrote it. As long as it is on social media, including what Tayali said, including what Bonita, Mama Bonita wrote, including what Mama Chika Moneka said. What Mama Chika Moneka said, it will also come and it will collect and give to people. Now imagine a country where, we have got more people who are being negative about our country. Imagine a country where people are not talking about the economic development that is happening in a country. They are not. No one is talking about the 5.2 billion stockpile. No one is talking about that. No one is talking about CDF and the development that CDF is bringing in our communities. No one is talking about free education that the UPND government is giving and how it is changing the lives of people. No one is talking about our increase in mining. No one is talking about, the development in agriculture. No one is talking about our tourism. And yet we have, or if you want, you can say few people are talking about this. But we have more people who are every day going on social media discussing Hakainde Hichilema, discussing in the negative. We have more people going on social media every day discussing Zambia in the negative. discussing Zambia in the negative. You become excited when you see some negativity in our country. I get very sad. Even recently, Zambia, America cut Zambia from, on the travel or whatever. And some people are excited about that. Today again in the news, there was something about, the American ambassador talking about Zambia. No, we will stop helping Zambia because, they are allowing China to pollute. And some people were excited. I was very disappointed that some of the people that shared, I'm like, are these people not critical? You become excited when you hear negativity on Zambia. When BBC reports something that is negative on Zambia, you are so excited, you'll be sharing, hey, BBC has said this, hey, CNN has said this. You become excited with negativity on your country. But you turn around, you're the same people, you turn around to say, no, there is no direct investment in Zambia. How are you going to bring direct investment in Zambia when you are the first one, to share negativity? When the investors out there, they are looking at Zambia and all they are seeing is negativity. How are we going to attract people to come into our country and do business with our country? How are we going to do that? If we are every day demonizing our country, maligning our country, we the very citizens, how are we going to have those investors coming into Zambia? You are happy with negativity. You are so happy with negativity. You are very excited. Negativity. Shame on you, all of you. I can't mention your name. Shame on you who were sharing like today's headline, which I saw, to say America said whatever. Shame on you. Because some of you are not even critical. You are not even critical to look at, to say, why is America, complaining about Chinese mines? Because America wants to do business. America is interested in our mineral resources. America at the moment is scavenging the entire world, for oil, for minerals. They are looking for natural resources. They want to develop America. They want to develop America. They are not giving things that they are giving for free in Zambia. No. America does not give you, no, America, aid, whatever, no. All the aid is attached to some conditionalities. And those conditionalities, they favor the country where they are coming from. So that statement, when I looked at it, I'm like, people can't see what is going on here. Our minds, Zambia has got natural resources. And the big countries, the big powers are busy fighting for those natural resources. This is why now they are talking to say, hey, Chinese is polluting, hey, Chinese is polluting, Chinese is polluting. It is a fight. Those are geopolitics. Those are economic wars which are being fought in our country. And they are trying to twist our arm. But I must commend Hakainde Hichilema, because Hakainde Hichilema really on this, he has been very good. Hakainde Hichilema, for once, some of you may not understand this, but it is very difficult for many countries to balance between the Eastern Bloc and the Western Bloc. It's very difficult. It's very difficult to stay in between there. It's very difficult to receive the American minister or state of whatever, and next day you are receiving, the Chinese premier. That, I'm telling you, is very difficult. Today you are speaking with the American minister of whatever, and the next day you are talking to another minister from China. making them sit on the same seat where, you know, an American government official, senior government official sits. The next day, you have another senior government official from China to come and sit on the same seat. It's very difficult. It's very difficult. But Hakainde Hichilema has managed. He's really managing that. And we must commend that. So we should be very careful when you see some of these statements coming from some of these big powers, these superpowers. We should be very, very careful because they speak with their interests. But for us, we get excited. Oh, yeah. You see, they have said this. No, we are shooting ourselves in the foot. We are shooting ourselves in the foot. Then, the other point that I want to bring out is that government, in coming up with policies of national unity, you also need to look at how you can counter some of this negativity, which is being perpetrated by citizens of our country who are living in diaspora. The government, you need to look at how you are going to fight. This is a cyber war. This is a cyber war because we have got different wars. Wars are not just wars that we fight physically with one country and the other. No. Cyber war is real. And some of these cyber war, we have got civil war where people are fighting whatever, but we have got cyber war. I'm calling it cyber war, which is being waged by our own fellow countrymen, sponsored by those who want to dislodge President Hakainde Hichilema. We need to fight this cyber war. Cyber war which is attacking our government, sponsored by those who want to take over government. They are busy sponsoring these people. They are busy sponsoring these people to wage cyber war against our government, against our president, against the government officials, against the entire government. We need to find a way of fight this. We need to find a way. Because it goes a long way, like I'm saying, that in this age of technology, people are looking at what is online. That is what they are looking at. In this age of AI, people are relying on AI. And AI does not choose. AI will gather information according to how many people have spoken about this subject. So if we have 100,000 of people talking negativity on Hakainde Hichilema and we only have a handful speaking positive of Hakainde Hichilema, you will find that what will come out on on AI mostly will be negative. So we need to fight it. How can we fight this? We need, of course, competent people to counter. We need to work on PR of our country. We need to work on PR of our country. We need to find means and ways of fighting those who are waging cyber war on our country. We need to find ways. We need to find ways. By the fact that people are in other countries, it should not make our country handicapped. It should not make our country vulnerable. By the fact that people are out there, Ababa Owen White, by the fact that people, Owen White is using a fake name, and he might be, I don't know wherever he may be, he thinks that, no, he can hide. No, you can't hide on social media. You can't hide online. Technology has advanced that much that this time around, somebody cannot hide on social media. You can't hide on social media. Social media is not a place where to hide. No, it's not. So, such people like we White at Shani, Owen White, These are people that's supposed to be followed. Supposed to be followed. And look, what I'm saying here, it's not new. It's happening everywhere. It's happening everywhere. Recently, I was reading of a judgment in Britain where somebody was jailed because of cyber crimes. Cyber crimes are real. Many countries are fighting cyber crimes everywhere. They are fighting cyber crimes. Everywhere there are laws protecting or fighting against cyber crimes. So even some of those people that are in other countries who are, waging cyber war against our country, in those countries where they are, there are laws. There are laws. In those countries where they are, there are laws. And those laws can be used to protect our country. To protect our country. Let us not sit handicapped that no, this one is in another country, we cannot reach him. They can be citizens of those countries, but we can still pursue them. We can still pursue them in their own country. Emmanuel Macron, when Brigitte Macron was being attacked by a lady called Candice, Emmanuel Macron went and sued Candice in America. Of course, the case didn't succeed, but the point is that at least they went and sued this American citizen in America itself. And these are some of the things that our diplomats can be doing. These are things that our diplomats can be doing to ensure that, if a citizen of Zambia is in a particular country, take interest in what those people in your country are doing. What are they doing? Some of these people, they are in those countries, but literally they are in Zambia every day. Literally, they are in Zambia, waging cyber war against our government. They are in Zambia. And because they feel so protected wherever they are, you cannot sit comfortably and be waging war against the individuals and the country in another country. Because that country has laws as well. And those countries can be used by the people that are in that jurisdiction. By the fact that I'm a Zambian, it doesn't mean that I cannot be sued in the court of this country. No, it doesn't mean that. It doesn't mean that by the fact that I'm here, it doesn't mean that I cannot be prosecuted for the crimes that I'm committing against my country on the cyberspace. By the fact that I'm here, it doesn't mean that, yes, I'm Zambian and I'm busy doing nonsense for the people of Zambia. It doesn't mean that I cannot be prosecuted here. I can be prosecuted. I can be prosecuted. The laws, the cyber laws are not just limited to the people of this country. No. If you are maligning a person, be it a Zambian or whatever, that person can still sue you in this country. So what I'm saying is that these people, because Nabafula, it's too much. It's too much. Those people who think that they are protected by whichever country they are living in, and no, because they are citizens of those countries. Let us look at what are the laws saying in those countries where they are. What are the laws saying in those countries where they are? Because they can be prosecuted if they are committing crimes on cyberspace. On cyberspace, it is out of jurisdiction. Read the cyber laws. Cyber laws, you can be, wherever you are, you can be prosecuted. Somebody can report a case, even in police. in the country where you are, to say this person is abusing me on cyberspace. Cyberspace, ilibe physical, no, this is out of jurisdiction. Awe, you can be prosecuted in the country where you are. If somebody brings a case and proves to say this person is in this country and this is what this person did, you can be prosecuted. You can be prosecuted. So our government should not be rendered impotent, should not be rendered vulnerable by these people that are in other countries who are busy. I'm not talking about, criticism we can criticize. We can criticize. But what is currently going on is totally malice. Totally malice. We can't continue like that. We need to do something as a country. We cannot, because these people, they are taking us backwards. They are taking us backwards. We want to move forward. But because of these few individuals who are being sponsored by people with ulterior motives, they are denting our country. They are denting our country. We must find a way of reaching out to these people. Look at Rwanda. Rwanda has got many refugees. Many people that left Rwanda. Many people that left Rwanda. They are not in Rwanda. And they have even gone out in other countries. They have even acquired different citizenships. Do you see the Rwandese busy writing negativity on Rwanda? Do you? Singapore. This country, Singapore. It's not that there is no opposition. There is also opposition there. You don't go on social media and finding Singaporeans writing negativity. Why? Why do we want to appear like, we are so vulnerable? We are so vulnerable. No, we are not vulnerable. We are not vulnerable. We want to develop our country. And we must make sure that, we bring everybody together. And those who want to drag our country backwards, let us find ways and means of fighting against them. If they have acquired citizenships of other countries, let them concentrate on those countries where they are. Let them concentrate on the countries where they are. If there are people that have acquired different citizenship for other countries, let them concentrate on the countries where they are. And not just to be using those countries, to be attacking our government, to be attacking our president, to be attacking. No. And I'm not talking about criticism. Criticism we can criticize, but not what is currently going on. No. It's too much. It's too much. These people are feigning hatred. These people are feigning hatred. They are instilling a bad virus in our country. A bad virus in our country. We need to stop it. We need to stop it. We need to find a way. We need to find a way. That's why I'm saying, Kucha Awama, tend to vote wino, so that we give support to President Hakainde. Opposition is good. But not the opposition now sabotaging a government, so that Hakainde Hichilema vipe, so that UPND vipe, so that Twisepo. What is change for if it brings our country backwards? It is not just to change, no. We need to change for the better. If Hakainde Hichilema is not doing good, yes, we need to remove him, and I will be the first one to say, let him go. But Hakainde Hichilema is doing well. Why should we be so busy? No, Hakainde Hichilema has to go. Hakainde Hichilema has to go. Why should we do that? Why? We need also stability on the leadership level. We cannot just be, kuchinja, no, tufune to change, we must change. Change so that bakawala la vesepo, bakawala la vale iba. That's why they are busy supporting all these people who are talking nonsense about our country. Bale iba. That's why they want to support Hakainde Hichilema. They want to come there. to come and steal. Hakainde Hichilema has locked doors. Hakainde Hichilema has denied them the opportunities that they were getting. And they want to come back. So we need to think twice even about this change. Sometimes change does not help a country. This democracy, plural democracy, we need to be very careful with it. Because some of these countries, some of these small countries with small economies, countries that are trying to develop, constant change does not help them. Constant change does not help them. Until you reach a certain level. But at a certain level, you need to consolidate leadership. You need to consolidate leadership. Not to call it change. Change. For this, no, change is not good for it in itself. What is good is progression. What is good is progression. Anyway, let me open phone lines. I'm opening phone lines so that you can. Yeah, Israel has a technology of fishing out whatever. No, the technology is there. The technology is there. These days, you can't hide on social media. You can't. Even where I'm sitting, so Panonjire live. If really people are sorting me, they will find me just like that. Hello? Mkwashani.
As much as you are talking about uniting the nation, I just have a few questions for you, Mr. President. Number one, I want you to respond. What is your comment on the behavior of the Speaker of the National Assembly as we are trying to unite the nation?
So I'm on a number. On that issue, you see, we had a bill that was passed. A bill that has become law, and very progressive things that have become law. But there are some people that are against the progressive things that were introduced in our law. And they are busy looking for faults. Such that they want even to make an issue of a woman dancing, excited for whatever excitement. You want to make a big issue. She danced, who died? She danced, who got a code? She danced, how did it disturb our country? From my point, all those of you who are busy making an issue on your Nelimut dancing, you are being trivial, you are being petty. You are being petty because how did it affect our nation? How? I don't know what negativity was there. How did it affect you? You call. How did it affect you? Because Vanelli Muti Bashana. How did it affect you? How? Who suffered for it?
President,
Who suffered for it?
Yeah, Mr. President, the little knowledge I have is that the Speaker should be on the mid. Okay, she don't support this side, she will support this side because Vadia, Fadi, Mutembo Fini na consequence.
So number umfwa.
Efo ba speaker ina connected.
So umfwa le kankwebe. Efo wa ishiba, nomba le kankwebe efo chava. If you efo wa ishiba, nomba le kankwebe efo chava. Efo chava, fiakwevati, speaker comes from a political party. Throughout the world, even in America, the speaker who is there is a Republican from a Senate. He is a political cadre. Remember in America recently there were these files, that Epstein files. Those files, the speaker was actually rejecting those that issue to come on the floor of the House. They had to go through, a bitter route to bring those files in the Senate. Go to Uganda. The speaker, I'm speaking about people that I know, countries where I know. Uganda, She's actually a political figure. She has a position in a political party. Go to
okay, Mr. President, are you in support with the behavior of the Speaker of the National Assembly?
I've got no issue. It is useless. I've got no issue. I've got no issue. I wouldn't even be discussing it. I wouldn't even be discussing. It is useless. It is useless because nobody caught a court because of her dancing. Nobody. It doesn't affect our nation.
President,
she can do whatever she wants. I don't care. So me, I don't care.
I agree with you. You are talking about it. I agree with you. You are talking about national unity. But how can we unite the nation? Well, people who called Archbishop Patrick Banda a Lucifer have not been arrested. Well, people who called other tribes as Uhutu are in incarceration. How can we unite the nation? Well, other corruption cases, people who committed corruption, they are in prison. Other cases like Derek Chilundika, a member of parliament for Nchanga constituency, Kakubo, a member of parliament for Kapiri, Tayali should be for airport. How can we talk about uniting the nation? The nation, people who attacked it, given in Cabo, they were sent by permanent secretary of Central Province, Nyuna Mwanakamwe, and he paid them 10,000. And the police went to arrest innocent junks in the street, and after 3 days, they were released.
So, Umfwa, you have mentioned a number of cases. And
yes,
I want to be objective to say, indeed, some of these issues, they need to be frowned upon. Some of these issues, they need to be frowned upon. They need to be criticized. Because even when we are talking about national unity, we cannot achieve a perfection. No, we can't. There will always be flaws on both sides. There will be flaws in the ruling party. There will be flaws in the opposition. But those who want national unity, they will focus on the positive. They will focus on national unity. But those who don't want, they will focus on the negativity. For example, Ichimona relationship, you and I, we are friends. It doesn't mean that you and I, there are no negativity. No, there are some things that you don't agree with me. But here you are, even in Nakumba, Tulalanda. Now, there are some things which I don't agree with you, but Tulalanda. But if we don't want friendship, we can never be friends. That no, you will never be friends with me. But if you want to be positive as you have been, we can move forward. And I think that is what we should encourage. Instead of trying to look for faults, and trying to claim to be victim without looking at our side. Because there are also things that some of those people that you have mentioned, which they have done against others, and consequence. I mean, other people have also done negative things, to the UPND. UPND also may have done also negative things to them. But if we are trying to look at national unity, we should not look at the negativity to say, bali wama chabona shambati nabo bali kwa tobu afya no mara ngana kosele no afya wana kia usheto araikala munganda usheto aramukushakia teto amukushe. So that is what we need to look at, especially when you talk about church leaders. I mean, they should be the one in the forefront to show forgiveness. You cannot be a church leader. You pantu bali ntukile. You pantu banje vile chakuti. Ilo na yono mwa chikosha fenomba kula fichitira mofie. Nefi unse kukta criticize. Yo ikumo ikatalomba you are playing with fire. Chabana shani. Nishi ulea kui.
Now, Mr. President, I have last question for you. I agree with you that those people posta Facebook, both who are out of the country and locally. Let the government do something. So I will really appreciate the UPND government if they can start to deal with the people who are running Koswe and the Zambian watchdog. Then they can go for others.
Very good point.
It will be fair enough.
Very good point. Very good point. And I will not say anything. That is a comment that you have made, which somebody out there must be able to look at. We need to be truthful. We need to be objective if we have to achieve this. Because really, if we are going to look other way, yes, we will not achieve national unity. So we need to be fair. I agree with you on that one. And thank you very much.
All right. Okay, Mr. President. Thank you very much.
Okay, yes. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello. How are you?
Fine. Precious, how are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
I'm good.
Yeah. I was listening to you. You were talking about uniting people. So you are saying that people should be united, and you are saying that you don't want the Wakawalala to come back. But Mr. Tayali, why do you always want to ignore the truth? You know very well that this government, they are the ones who are even corrupted more than the people you keep on calling Wakawalas. Right now, you saw Maunza. They were not paid. People, they are passing through a lot. Some, they did not get their salaries. My farmers. So why can't you just come straight to the point and tell the truth just to help this government if you truly love them?
So you see,
why do you always want to deceive them like what they are doing what is right?
So
the truth is yourself, you keep on insulting these other opposition leaders. Are you uniting yourself? Are you making peace with these people? So which peace do you want? And the Bible also says, love your neighbor as you love yourself. But you always talk bad things about these other leaders. Then you come on social media, you want to unite people, when yourself you are failing to make that peace that you encourage other people to make.
Okay, so Precious, are you there, Precious?
Yes.
So Precious.
Yes, I'm there.
You have mentioned the issue of corruption, okay? You have mentioned the issue of corruption.
Yes.
But you see, this is what I'm talking about. When you are talking about corruption, you should be able to point at it, not just speak. These people are.
We don't have to point. We are seeing them with our two eyes. Even yourself. What the issue of Banan Vakabuswe, where it went all over social media. How did that issue end?
What did Vakabuswe do? What did
you know, Mr. Tayali, don't start ignoring the truth. We saw it on social media where they were exchanging money there with that Chinese. I don't know that issue. You remember, don't fool me, but Tayali. That issue went all over social media.
Listen,
you know, coming kuri issue ya Chania.
Listen, Precious, just on Kabuswe.
Yes.
It is not Kabuswe that you are talking about. That was not Kabuswe. Check your facts. It's not Kabuswe. It's not Kabuswe.
No, that was the one, the minute of mine. Who is the minute of mine?
You see, I'm telling you, it is not Kabuswe. I know who you are talking about, but it is not Kabuswe. It is not Kabuswe. You see? So these are some of the things these are some of the mistakes that we made. It's not Kabuswe.
Me to be honest with you, I know that where that issue of mine. I've forgotten.
Okay, whatever it is. Okay.
There was no issue which was happening there, Kumain.
No. It was not Kabuswe. It was
I'm not talking about the man which was ronding all over social media. I'm talking about that issue ya Kumain Uko. There was an issue Kumain Uko where they were even killing, they were even doing what they were saying, they were paying him 100 kwacha. So you want to ignore the truth?
No, but what issue? What issue? You see?
No, you can't ask me what issues. People were dying there. So when they were dying there, some they were even trying to say, we paid the money, they were charging us 100 kwacha. Is it not that corruption?
Precious. Let's
then coming on the issues. No, let me talk, Mr. Tayali. I want to talk. What about Bakonelius Mwetwa? Bakonelius Mwetwa, he was telling the nation that he went to war with Bachimba Kambudi to bring my Edgar Lungu down. That is hate speech. Did you see them sending him out of prison?
Precious, listen. Precious,
yes.
Listen to me. Let's just discuss nicely, Nicely. Look, you may have all those issues, Okay, some of them, they could be true. Some of them may not be true. Okay, agreed, given. I am not saying that this government is perfect. I'm not saying that, no. But if we are going to accuse them, let us be truthful in our accusation. Because already, like some of the things that
no one is accusing them about Tayali, but we want them to be dealing with cases. We want them to see them. We see how they are dealing with the cases and how they are ending. Issue of Musonda, coming to the issue of the Musonda is 65 million. Why is it that issue? We don't even know how it ended. And you want to say that this government, they are fighting corruption? If indeed that man, indeed Musonda, she was found with that kind of money, how come this government, they failed to show the nation how they dealt with that issue of Musonda?
Okay, finish it.
You know, if you want God to open doors for you, you should learn to tell the truth.
Okay, thank you.
The wrongs that you see in this government, if you want to help them, tell them the truth so that they can work on their weaknesses. Not you start praising everything. It's not right.
Thank you, Precious.
Okay.
Now, you see, this is one of the problems that we have, where we are so fixed. We are so fixed on the negative. It's like we go on a fishing spree for the negativity. No, I mean, we have to. No, what about this? What about this? Instead of trying to be positive for once. And some of these people, unfortunately, there is nothing that you can do. When some of these people have made up their mind to be negative, there is nothing that we can do. Some people have just decided. They have just decided to be negative against the Hakainde Ishilema, against UPND. They are fixed. She touched on no, but what about you? It's true. Even me, I do agree. Like sometimes, what I say, I go a little bit out of the way. But I'll tell you this. Certain things I come out in a strong way, depending on, what is at stake. If you have people whereby a former president has died, the whole world, looks at our country. The whole spotlight, the whole, satellite, they focus on our country. A former head of state has died. And immediately these people, instead of, taking that reverence of respecting a funeral, they want to use that spotlight to malign a president. To malign the president, to malign our country. I mean, at that point, I need to load the right ammunition to extinguish that kind of malice. So me, I measure. Lero, I've been talking here. You haven't heard me calling names, whatever. No. But where people really, I see that my country is under attack, I need to load the right ammunition. I load bazookas. You don't go to a war where there are missiles and grenades. Then you go like a pistol. No. You also load the equivalent kind of ammunition. So in that measure, I'm issues. I will not sleep. You see me posting every 2 hours in the poster, every 2 hours in the landa, because I know that I need to counter this. But of course, I mean, I must admit that maybe I could also use a better language. Maybe I could do it differently, But don't expect me to put my guards down. Na inakuisa gun blazing twandi. Nganai kata bazooka ya ndina imekula ya penomba. So you should understand. I must engage. Hey, hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Yes, my brother. Good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, it's like these the people, our friends, our brothers and sisters from PF, they have failed to live their rights normally. Because what I can tell you, look at how HH was persecuted under the leadership of Edgar Lungu. He was pushed here, there, he was arrested more than 15 times. But when the time for HH came to rule, unfortunately, Edgar Lungu died, may so rest in peace. They said, no, HH should not go near Edgar Lungu because he mistreated Edgar Lungu. Who? The same PF. Today, if you look today, hatred, it is coming from the state against one person whose name is Hakainde Hichilema. Certain individuals, when I say church, I don't mean as the whole church, but it's certain individuals who stand in the pulpit. They are the one now producing this hatred, planting to the nation. If you remember very well, in 2021, there was this guy, I don't know if he's a pastor or whatever, by the name of Sunday Sinyangwe. He stood on the podium. He said this one will never go anywhere. He even declared and decree whatever he could use those words they use, those papas, against one person. So you are calling for a nation to heal. How is it going to heal when others, they don't want to swallow what they had produced before? So sometimes I do wonder, a person like this Precious, that she comes, she said, no, there's corruption there, there's corruption there. Bring it on the table. So people, we need to move on. Like I am UPND, under the leadership of Edgar Lungu. If people they don't know, we were arrested, me and Honorable Mariteta in Kafue, given a charge of found with dangerous weapon. When others, we had nothing. But during their tenure of office, we managed to win the case and we were acquitted. But we did not take the revenge, no. I always say that we are one people, one nation, one Zambia. We are brothers and sisters. So this topic is very good, but these callers who have called, no, Neri Mutu was dancing there, is it okay? Who has ever died if they see someone dancing? Ruben was not dancing when he was a minister. He was dancing as a video which is circulating now, that he was dancing like I don't know. He was a minister. What did they say? Nothing. Now, to be happy like that, a progressive bill passed, it went through. Then someone who is presiding over that has made a score. Can that person celebrate? Yeah. So, these colleagues, they should learn to move on. They said they are just a small minority who are bitter, misleading the whole nation. Otherwise, Zambia so far has moved on. And my brother, keep on with a good program. This is your IPS General, but I'm currently in Johannesburg. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Yes, please.
Yes, Mr. Tayali. How are you?
Fine.
Yes, I think I would like to take on two issues. The first issue is over the issue of national unity and reconciliation. I feel our colleagues are mistaking this for amnesty. You know, when you commit a crime, you face the consequences. So,
some people would want to use the national unity and reconciliation to hide their wrongs that they did when they were in power. So I would appreciate that they should just face the consequences, and if it is means national unity, they should just declare interest and apologize for what they did. In that way, we can reconcile. We cannot expect someone who is fighting corruption to ask you to say, no, since we are reconciling now, I'm dropping the cases. No, it is them to apologize. This is what I did. I'm sorry for what I did. Then let us unite. I'm ready maybe to even pay back what was stolen. Then the second issue, Tayali, I would like you, maybe one day we talk about the alternatives to the challenges that the government is facing right now. I feel you are in the better position that maybe we discuss, we look at the alternatives. For example, we are facing the issue of load shedding and these other problems. So maybe if we can discuss those issues in the next COVID program, I think those are the two issues that I wanted us to discuss with. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Look, when you're talking about national unity, there must be a situation of give and take. There must be a situation where, people humble themselves. If you are going to be filled with pride, you don't want, to humble yourself. It is very difficult. But we need it for our country to develop. If we continue fighting like this, our country will suffer. Hello?
Hello, Mr. Tayali. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Okay, Peter calling from Kamwala.
Okay, yes, Peter.
Okay, Mr. Tayali, I wanted to find out. I saw you posted on your page, you said you wanted to talk to Innocent. And then later on again you posted, you said you managed talking to him.
Yes.
So I'm just interested. I wanted to find out can you care to share how the conversation went with Innocent? How was it?
I actually shared when I started the program on this very platform. I shared my conversation with Innocent. But since you are asking, I'll tell you that it went very well. It was very positive. It was very positive. Innocent has got very progressive ideas. He's one of those people that I can tell you that he is willing. If I can say, he's willing, to engage people to build the country. He really emphasized that. In my talking with Kalimanshi emphasized that, tufire akure chalo wakaramba. That's what Kalimanshi told me. Tufire akure chalo wakaramba. So yeah, it was very positive.
Okay, no, Mr. Tayali, thank you so much for sharing the conversation. Mr. Tayali, continue pushing. You are doing a very good job, and I'm following your program.
Thank you, my brother. Thank you. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Good evening, Mr. Tayali.
Good evening.
I'm Moses Chulu from Kawe.
Okay.
Yes. Talking about national unity and reconciliation, I think this country can never reconcile or reach that stage because this government is in power. The serious threat to justice. When you talk about the rules which they have brought, this cyber security, hate speech, it only applies to the opposition and those that are against the president. So if you talk about reconciliation, it can never wait unless if they were fair in terms of dealing with cases. Because every day on internet they insult. Let me give you an example. They insulted Galungu. What they insult, but they pay a branch court. But once someone insults the president or anyone from the other side, they will take that person and arrest. If you remember, Pilato used to insult Galungu, but they never used to arrest him like the way they arrest people now. So to talk of reconciliation, I don't think it's going to affect this.
Do you know that at one point, Pirato was also in exile like me? Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember, but it became that time.
And do you remember that? Do you remember that even myself, I was arrested a number of times for talking?
No, but it wasn't like this. Your Pirato used to quit the long what, but you never used to see him getting arrested like the way HH is arrested.
No.
Because that's why you ran away.
No, my brother, let me just say this, that what you are saying is basically you are saying that let's be fair. And indeed, fairness is very important. Let us be fair, let us be just. And this, I would not say, no, we have achieved it. It is something that we will need to work on. Ourselves, those who are in opposition, and those who are in the ruling party, we need, to work together. Because if we are going to emphasize, no, but you did this, no, you did this, being in sacrosanct, I think it will be not sacrosanct, sanctimonious. Being sanctimonious, I think will not help. If we are going to be sanctimonious, if we are okay, we will not achieve that national unity.
Just allow me to ask you one question. Allow me to ask you one question. If the PF did UPND what they have done, like what the UPND has done to PF, if the PF did it the time they were in power, like putting his stood, like hijacking the party, do you think HH was going to be replaced?
Now, you see, like you are saying, like hijacking the party. And this is what I was talking about in my previous presentation. Hakainde Hichilema has been accused of hijacking PF. But I did actually give a history. If you remember, the person that hijacked PF from Edgar Lungu, was it Hakainde Hichilema or it was Mao Sampa? It was Mao Sampa. And okay, let me finish. If Mao Sampa was sent by Hakainde Hichilema, today Mao Sampa, he has gone back to PF. Why is Mao Sampa not telling us that Hakainde Hichilema sent him? Okay? Because the people that hijacked, it is the PF. And some of those PF members, they have actually gone back to PF. Now they are busy saying all sorts of bad things against Hakainde Hichilema. Why are they not telling us to say Hakainde Hichilema is the one who sent us? Hello?
Mr. Tayali, are we sure at your level, you're supposed you want Mao Sampa to tell you that he sent something which is very clear, or even a young boy can see?
No, but listen. How can you, Mao Sampa, the one who acted, the actor, is not accusing Hakainde Hichilema? How can you accuse Hakainde Hichilema? Why isn't Mao Sampa accusing Hakainde Hichilema? Why? You, who are not part of it, because Mao Sampa is now with you. Why isn't Mao Sampa disclosing or attacking Hakainde Hichilema? Why? Why are you? Mao Sampa, we know of it today. Tale muchita accuse Hakainde Hichilema. Nga yo afunya kuisa, ayo amaka. Where is the evidence for you to accuse Hakainde Hichilema?
The reason why we blame the president is because he's the commander-in-chief. All this lawlessness is happening in his watch. He allows it.
A commander-in-chief, it doesn't mean that he runs PF. The problems in PF, they are PF. Even today, Balefo president, you have seen the divisions which are there. Can you say it is Hakainde Hichilema who is causing those divisions?
I can say it's Hakainde Hichilema because he has gotten the party from them. That's what I can say.
No, you are a young man. You need to be progressive. You need to be progressive. You need to be objective. That is better in life. You need to be objective. Some of these things, not to kubika sana, no mutima, you attach your, some of these things, kufirolesha, realistically haka uatampire ififyonsefi ni Mao Sampa. Lelo Mao Sampa is busy attacking haka inde ichilema. UPF is in tatters. Na yona ika PF na batoba. Abe neveka uyali uku. Te haka inde ichilema. You can't accuse haka inde ichilema mwacha wandi. Let us be fair. Thank you. Hello? 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 Hello?
Hello?
Yes, please.
Hello, chilufya.
Yes.
Mwabomba shani?
Yeah, I'm quiet.
Yeah. I was just wondering as to, the justification that you can use to call upon innocent Karimanshi to come back and defend the UPND. When the UPND police was no cadreism, because he was considered as a cadre for PF, and he was a strong one. Now you are calling him to come back and defend the UPND.
Yeah, so now listen.
What type of politics are you?
So now listen. Whatever happened behind it happened. Are you telling me Karimanshi is still the same person that he was yesterday? I think you are making an assumption that no, because Karimanshi he was involved in there was cadreism. I mean, I think you are making an assumption. You don't know Karimanshi now. You don't even know how he's doing. You don't even know where he is.
I'm not making an assumption.
No, you are making an assumption because you are saying no.
I'm talking from the experience.
Yeah,
what we experienced
that is the assumption.
Under Karimanshi at that time.
That at that time.
And then you want to bring the same Karimanshi.
This time. It's this time. We're not talking about
do the
that
same
time.
Thing.
We are not talking about at that time. We are talking today. And I'm telling you that the Karimanshi of today might not be the Karimanshi of yesterday. Yes, I agree with you. There was cadreism that was perpetuated by the entire PF. It was not only Karimanshi. It was not Karimanshi who brought cadreism in PF. Cadreism was part of the PF. And since cadreism was part of the PF, it was like a norm. It was like a norm. But by UPND, the norm now is to behave properly, even if you are a political party cadre. So, if the UPND political cadres are behaving,
so you have to
what
ignore,
can stop?
For you to drive the agenda for the UPND, you have to ignore the history of people that you bring aboard.
We are not ignoring.
On board.
We are not ignoring. We are being progressive.
Because history history is very important.
Bossy. History is very important. We need to be progressive. Just because yesterday na lechito buchende temunje bati yo na lero lechito buchende
It's in your gene. Because you
so you number our doctor number to say Karimanshi has got these genes in him. Have you seen how prejudiced?
No, I'm not. I'm not a doctor, but I'm in medical profession.
You are a very prejudiced.
Abroad, actually.
You are a very prejudiced medical doctor. Wherever you are a very prejudiced person because this was there yesterday, even today. No, that is very bad way of looking at things, and especially for a person that is enlightened like yourself. I think you need to be more progressive to allow people. Progress, to give people chance. No,
I'm just highlighting the danger of.
No, there is no danger. That danger is in your head. Right now, Karimanshi is a very progressive leader. I spoke to him, and I'm very confident that Karimanshi would actually.
No, you spoke to him because you are. You are using your intellectual to convince him to say you can bring the same force into UPND and they will accept you and move the force.
Listen. The simple thing is that
because him will accept you as a highlighted.
Listen, Hakainde Ichilema has put it very clearly. If you commit violence, if you engage in criminality, you are on your own. So listen,
on what agenda? On what agenda?
Let me finish na boss na we should be able to discuss
finish. Yes.
We should be able to discuss properly, reasonably. So the point is that I understand your worry. Your worry is, Ukutuafuma, Kalimanshi was like this. Now I'm telling you that where we are now, the UPND government and the President Hakainde Hichilema, they have declared, you engage in criminality, you engage in political violence, you are on your own. So if Kalimanshi comes in and he engages in whatever vices, he'll be on his own.
The word is...
Finish.
You know, the word is cheap, you know. The action is more founding than the word itself.
Bossy.
Because what is happening?
Boss, listen, let me tell you. Even where you are, on a personal level, I want to urge you, give people a chance. Don't judge people by their past. Yes, the past will inform you to be careful and everything. But give people a chance. Don't be so prejudiced with people. Give people a chance, even on your personal level. Give people chance. I think that's where I will end.
So, no, who decides to give the people chance?
No, I'm telling you. You give people chance.
Because it's you who decided to give Karimanshi chance.
No,
it's not UPND.
No. I'm saying you.
It's not UPND. If UPND wanted to give Karimanshi chance, they would have called you upon him.
Monen boss, tamuliwa teimwewa spokesperson by UPND. Imwe on your own, where you are. I'm telling you, give people chance. Even the people around you, give them chance. That's how I operate, and I'm sure.
No, we are human. Yeah, we are only human.
Our boss naimona ish watatava. Hello. Hello.
What are you? How are you?
Yeah, fine.
Okay. Yeah. No, I have been following your program.
Thank you.
As usual.
Thank you very much.
Yes, and I have heard some people from the other camp blaming the current government of the confusion in the opposition. So what I'm going to say, I'll give an analogy of the case of PF. It's like a case of the parents who have died without, before leaving the house in order. Before leaving the will, then they die. So in a case where you have a lot of children, and obviously if you have got 10 children, among the 10, I'm sure there will be those confused ones who think the firstborn cannot be in charge of the family property. So there is usually that confusion where everyone wants to be in charge, you know? So one other thing that I have discovered about life, if there's one thing people forget to inherit, things like a vision. So when you do not inherit a vision, and even in a family you want to inherit property, it can never be sustainable. That is exactly what is happening in PF. People want to get presidents without getting the vision. So it is making it very difficult for them, and that's the reason why everyone wants to become a president. I have not heard any single presidential candidate who has shared the vision, you know, of the PF. It's all about becoming a president. Each one just wants to become a president. If you ask them, why do you want to become a president? Truly, most of them, it's all about vengeance, you know. Others have got unfinished business.
They had started stealing, and simply because they didn't finish stealing, they want to finish now. You know, that is the confusion which is there. So my brother, who is blaming HH of being behind the confusion which is in PF, that is not even true. These people are just confused themselves, and they are very selfish. And if they can be selfish like this among themselves, what more to the people of Zambia? Such people should not be trusted. Thank you so much, Mr. Tayali.
Thank you. No, it is really absurd and unfair to say haka inde ichirema, when we have clearly seen that the confusion in PF was brought by the PF Avene Fie. When Edgar Lungu could not hand over power to somebody else, after the Mao Sampa paid Mao Sampana Bambi, they paid those 200 pin, if you remember. They paid them at 200 pin so that they can go to a convention. But Edgar Lungu did not go for a convention. Instead, Given Luvinda came with his power hungriness and suspended Mao Sampa, later expelled Mao Sampa. When Mao Sampa was expelled, he became upset and staged the convention, which convention, took away PF from Benagiven Luvinda. And afterwards, he gave it to this Chavinga. And now Chavinga has PF. Mao Sampa has gone back to given Luvinda. And now, even at this point in time, they are failing to find a leader. They are failing to elect a leader because given Luvinda is not a leader for PF. He is not a leader for PF. Given Luvinda was appointed by Edgar Lungu. Edgar Lungu is dead. They need to elect a new leader. And they are failing to elect a new leader. Up to today, they said by November, before the end of November, we will go for a convention. They haven't. Up to today now, this is December. We are coming to the end of the year. They are failing. How do you bring in Haka in the Ichilem? How do you bring in Haka in the Ichilem? In the confusion of PF at the moment. Now they are even losing MPs. Because there is no PF without MPs. What has really even sustained PF? It is the members of parliament. What has made PF at least to be at, PF? It is the members of parliament. But you go and say, we have expelled all of them. Where is PF? There is no PF. PF is dead. It's dead. And like the last caller has said, because they inherited PF from Michael Chilufya, who had the vision. Michael Chilufya had the vision. But when Edgar Lungu came in, he threw away everything of Michael Sata. And he wanted to be the leader, the Edgar Lungu of PF. But the leadership qualities of Edgar Lungu were far below the expected standard of PF. And now, they even lost power. That's how they lost power. Now he's dead. And now there's confusion. PF is gone. Hello?
Mr. Tayali, good evening.
Good evening.
Yes, nifuna teo kamba kupari sio Mr. Kalimansi. Vamene vambili vamene vakambati Innocent Kalimansi is a catalysm. I think Stephen ko charging a muntu. Was even if an pameti livena ngusuza Kalimansi pamenali hivi. It's very surprising kuzira Timo Makambana Mr. Kalimansi. And is a very welcomed person. Wamenanga kwanza kamba naye mumshemushe. Kuringa ndala mwe wa mzivira banzao papie wamene wakamba kamba Kalimansi ali bino Kalimansi ali bino.
So chintu chikuru maningi chamene chiriko nchakuti tifuniko tajinga muntu wamene tuziva kwamene alili na pamene achita. When you look at bene JJ Banda pamene valili vaja, we have got JJ Banda pamene alili kuja na ambobwera mu sense manje kuziva kuti pamene vichitika mu PF sibiri bwino. And for a person kukamba ati no, HH is the one who is now in charge of PF, chincho dabwisa maningi because muntu amene ayangana muchemuche bevichitika mu PF zunga kamba tite ndi in charge. Bene vake ndiye vali in charge kuti kuchavonzi bevichitika chikulungano chichi. Given wina ni muntu mkulu maningi no akudala mu politics uchi. No akudala maningi mu politics. Afunika ali akalako monga imwe sharp mind. Kuziva kuti nanga uyu muntu zamuchita bwanyi delivery kuti karepo bade petu ngokara. But wakangwa kuchita iko vindu vonse. So Parikari Mansi is a welcome move. Ngatafuno joiner. Let him join. There is no problem. Sunga kamba kutu kuja mkazi enzo ure kudara enzo chita baso ewa sasaka kwa tiri wako. Who are you to tell kuuza uza muntu? Tiyo ngati ndiwe ure nkana na ure wao ngati tufuno chinja nkana na kusachinja kwako. Pari manja hapa. Let's not talk about the past. You are right. Pamela mtambira now you are right. Because we need to talk about Pamela Tiri the manja. Let's talk about Pamela Tiri, the development. We are talking about development. How are we going to develop the nation? We are not here to talk about what was happening previously. No. No. Let's talk about the development now. And this hatred, it will not take us anywhere. So let's just unite as a country. Last time I heard about you were talking about Badawana Wazambonkaram Parliament. I didn't even know anything about Kutivana Wazambonkaram Parliament. It's you who taught us Kutivana Wazambo President Parliament. The name of Zambo President Parliament was from a disabled soul. Vati wazambo pesa mnanikani kulipendo ziba bonse but munatifunzisa kuzwa no you are so zanka so kulipendo ziba even now we are learning something from you. Thank you so much. So let's not people judge. No.
Thank you.
Leave Karimansha alone. Let him join. Even whoever wants to join, let him join. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you. Hello? 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 And you know, one thing is that some of you people, I'm a politics, share the shoot back of you. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Mr. Chilufya. Good evening. How are you?
Fine, thank you.
Good. My name is Charlie. I just wanted to ask a simple question, really. It's nothing to do with a lot of what we've discussed, but I was listening to you. My question is, where do you see yourself in 5 years' time from now?
Simple answer. Under the UPND government. That is my simple answer.
So in 5 years' time, you'll be under the UPND party?
Government, yes.
Okay. Thank you. And that's all I wanted to ask. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So indeed, 5 years from now, I'll be serving under the UPND government. Hello?
Tayali.
Mkwai.
Mawomba shani.
Bueno femkwai, mawomba shani.
Bueno. Yeah, Shupamala no quick because the topics that you bring, they are hot.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are very hot topics. I want to comment something here on PF. These guys, they have failed to come to reality or accept. I even followed the comments the president gave on that day at Mulungosh to say, the guys are not accepting to say they lost power. If they had accepted, I'm sure they could have sat down and have a proper strategy. But now they are so confused.
As we are talking now, we hear there's even a rumor to say in Mpongwe, the whole entire constituency, they've joined the UPND. Can you imagine? Then the people, they are still hoping to say they are going to win. Hope without a strategy, do you think you can win something?
Can you imagine? Eh? How can you win? How can you win? How?
Now, I've too much hope and not seeing that they are losing people each and every day.
You know?
And the other thing that I've seen, those people that don't like HH, they won't go and vote, because when people leave homes to go and vote, they just don't leave to go and vote for nothing. They will have someone to go and vote for. So majority of those who still like PF, they're going to stay home. Then give HH maybe 90%.
Yeah.
You see. Thank you, Mr. Tayali.
Thank you very much. Yeah. Yeah. So yeah, that's what it is. So in Evane, really, this is my attitude. My attitude is that we need to build our country. And one of those things that we need to do is to bring a government of national unity. National unity. I'm not talking about a coalition government. I'm talking about national unity. We must have the opposition. We must have the opposition to criticize. We must have elections as we have them. Okay? But there are just certain things that I think that we need to do. National unity, bring stability on the leadership level. That's why, for me as Tayali, I am against that presidential limit. Me as Tayali, I'm against presidential limit, 2-term limit, because that 2-term limit really is not progressive. It's not progressive. How precious na iwe na ulanda sana. Precious na ulanda sana na iwe. Let me allow other people to come in. Let me. So we need that leadership. We need that stability on the leadership level. We need stability. If you see countries that have moved forward, they have attained some stability at the leadership level. We need that. Hello?
Hello?
Yes.
Yes, Tayali.
Empire.
Hello?
Hello, we can hear you.
Okay, I'll go ahead speak. Two things, Tayali. One, I think you should stay there where you are up to somewhere, maybe May, so, because you are really educating us. I just hope there are some funds that will be channeled to you so that you can sustain yourself there. I hope there are some people who channel some funds that you are sustained there. You are there up to somewhere May. You are educating us very well while there. That's number one. Number two, I'm really shocked with the opposition, it is going to be boring next year because HH is going to score about 90%, which will look like it's a lie, which will look like rigged. It will just be a clear thing.
That's why I'm saying
it will just be clear.
That's why I'm saying that maybe we should just let him go unopposed. Let him just go unopposed.
Just go unopposed. They shouldn't just leave it. Because who else is going to stand? Who is standing? Who is standing this next year? Who else is standing?
Imagine.
Some people I just don't understand. Okay, some people the way they reason. Opposition party. Even what they say. Okay. You try to understand if a Fred Membe or whatever they say, you think, are those people really, what they are saying, is it really coming from their head or they are just saying because there are some people who are ignorant, they are living on those people who are ignorant?
Yeah.
Or even themselves, they are ignorant or what? Because what they say doesn't make sense sometimes, Many times, actually.
No, thank you, my brother.
Thank you, my brother. Sure, Mr. President.
Hello? Hello? Hey, Bavenon Chilanga. At 99% people want change. Which change? Which change? And somebody saying, hey, you are going to work in the UPND government because UPND is going. UPND is not going. UPND, everything. Even if you didn't want to support UPND, really, if you don't support UPND, then what? Which political party are you going to support? If you don't support UPND, which political party are you going to support? We actually run a risk of having a one-party kind of government. But, plural democracy is good. So let's go on with plural democracy. Let's go on. And what I'm calling for, I'm not calling for government of whatever political parties. I'm talking about national unity. National unity, not a coalition government. There is a difference because some people might get this wrong. I am not calling for coalition government, and I don't call for that myself. What I'm calling for is national unity, where all of us citizens, we drop this bitterness and we become positive. We become patriotic to our country. That is what I'm calling for. Yeah, I think we have had a good program. Once again, I'm grateful to all of you that followed this program tonight, and those of you that contributed. I also get something from what you say. I also get something from what you say. But let us be positive. Let us build our country. Fighting each other, saying bad things about our leaders, our country, will not change our economic status. It will not change. If you don't have a job, by the fact that you keep on insulting Hakainde Hichilema on social media, it will not give you a job. If you are struggling in your life, you will not make it better by speaking negative of our country. If anything, you are just taking us backwards. If we adopt a positive attitude, we will all benefit. Let me take this last caller. Hello? Hello?
Hello, Atadi.
Yes, you are my last caller tonight.
Yes. In fact, I think I would like to comment on the leadership, the current leadership that we have in Zambia, especially the opposition. I've noted one thing that they seem to be very much disorganized, as already alluded to. You'd find that they have more clear plans. All they are showing us is anger, retribution. So I fail to understand as to why there's so much anger on their faces. And the anger does not win people to vote for you.
No.
You cannot use anger to attract people to come to you. How I wish we could have leaders who could be soft-spoken, like the late Frederick Schnuber, who could say, vote for him, very soft-spoken, eloquent. But of late, they have noted that especially the opposition, it's all about anger. No, when we win, we do this. When we do this, I don't know why is happening with our opposition.
And if they talk about Hakainde Hichilema, and when they talk about Hakainde Hichilema, you would wonder to say, what has he done to them? Like Hakainde Hichilema got their wives, yeah?
Yes. And that is what is making the government become even a bit tough on them, because you'd find that they are busy attacking, threatening the leaders of today. No, you see, when we win, you see. How do you expect the government to be soft on you?
No, thank you, my
and
brother.
Then when
I want to take this one. This will be my last. Hello? Hello?
Hello?
I like to end my program with a female caller.
Is that so?
Yeah, it gives me good dreams.
Oh, that is good. That is good. How are you, Mr. Tayali?
I'm okay, my sister. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Are you happy?
Yeah, you're talking about
let me just distract you a bit. Don't lose your thought. Are you happy? Aren't you happy that we have got 26 guaranteed in Parliament for women? Aren't you happy?
Yes.
You see?
That's what I want to talk about, actually.
You see? Can't you dance? To that kind of news, can't you dance?
I'm telling you, that's what I want to talk about, actually.
Okay, please go ahead, anyway.
Okay, yes. And you are talking about unity and development, developing the country. And then you were talking about this cyber security or cyber whatever, the way people, the cyber war against the HH and whatever. When you look at some of these opposition leaders, what they are writing on the internet, you know, I'll pick out people like specifically. I know you don't want to mention names, but people like Lillian Mutambo.
Today it's Lillian Mutambo's birthday, so
yeah,
you can wish her good happy birthday. By the way, as you criticize her content.
Oh, okay. No, she has blocked me. That's why I can't wish her a happy birthday.
No, she's here. She listens to this program, so you can tell her.
Okay. Yeah, the things they write about the president, about HH, about what, and even that Queen Mpumi.
Yeah.
And now it has also moved to Mama Chika Monica. Now, look at them. Sometimes they come up with so many good ideas. Ideas which can be very progressive to our country. And they are missing out an opportunity of, the president could even appoint them and give them those 20 seats that we have in Parliament right now, especially Mama Chika Monica. We need her in Parliament.
Exactly.
So if she can just tone down, she can just tone down for the development of our country. So if there's a way you can reach out to them personally, I don't know what relationship you have with Chair, but I know you can reach out to Lillian Mutambo, reach out to her and just tell her to tone it down. We need her ideas in Parliament. She can still work with HH. If she just tone it down, we need to develop our country. It's one Zambia. It's Zambia. So they have to tone down, especially on Mama Chika Monica. We need her in Parliament. We need her expertise in Parliament. So if they can just tone it down, if you can just talk to them and they just tone it down, please, for the sake of our country, it's one Zambia. Please. Thank you, Mr. Tayali.
No, I'm very grateful. I mean, what you have said is very good. I think, there are some people need really that have got potential. Lillian Mutambo, I will say this clearly, in the background and here publicly. I always tell Lillian, you have got potential. Lillian, you have got potential. She has got so much potential, but I think she's dealing with some bitterness out of something that, maybe she expected and she disappointed. This is normal. But I am praying that Lillian Mutambo will one day turn around and, put her energies on helping the country other than trying to destroy the country. I'm really praying for Lilian Mutambo. Today, Lilian Mutambo, it was her birthday and it was Sunday. I prayed for her, and I'm praying for her that she can have a change of heart. Lilian Mutambo, and I'm not saying something that I've not said in the, direct to her. I do talk to Lilian Mutambo, and I always emphasize this. I always emphasize that, please, can we try to be positive? But of course, at certain times it's difficult. These others, I won't discuss these others. But Lillian, that's what I can say. Chair, Chair has got her own agenda. Chair has got her own agenda that she's running together with Queen Impumi. They have got their own agendas that they are running, and if people have an agenda that they are running, until their agenda is defeated, they can never listen. Until their agenda is defeated. So some of these people, you let them talk and make sure that, their agenda crumbles. When their agenda crumbles, that is when they will listen. Queen Impumi, Blaze Zambia, Chair, Navambi, you have got an agenda that you are running. But I'm telling you that agenda is going nowhere. That agenda you have is definitely going nowhere. But for now, ati ishi kushalingenye umwana na nyina. For now, I will not talk too much, but one day, ishi kushalingenye umwana na nyina. I will end there. Good night. Thank you very much. May God bless you. May God bless Zambia. Good night. Ta-da. And here.